It was wide open. Scared him to death.
Oh.
He jumped off that thing and was hollering and running.
He didn't know what to do.
And I got up there and found me a throttle and got it slowed down. Everybody got calmed down, and then we went looking for a kill switch, and we couldn't find it nowhere. So I had sense enough to put it in higher gear where it wouldn't climb over, and choked it down like that, with the clutch. We couldn't figure out how to stop that engine. Never did find a kill switch. I just choked it down, with the clutch. It's a wonder.
One of y'all lived.
Yeah, it's a wonder we didn't hurt somebody or get in trouble. We always managed to do something. Yeah, I like this road. This road here is easy. You ain't got to go fast. You ain't got much traffic.
It's real wide.
I go to Howes on this road all the time. Where we gonna put these tables?
Just stick them up there.
Try to get as many of them in the breezeway as we can. Well, the old pool table's up there.
You can make Marguerite park in the driveway.
Oh yeah, we don't worry about that. We
just line them up there on the carport.
Yeah, we can eat some on the carport. Maybe 2 or 3 in there around that pool table. And Walter's got that big old thing, got the horses. And I can go down and get Walter's. The last time he got a wide piece of plywood. I believe it's a 5-footer instead of 4-foot.
Huh.
And we set it on the pool table.
Yeah.
One time and put all the food on it,
That's a good thing too. Good place for all the food.
Didn't nobody get to shoot no pool.
That's true.
But I reckon I'll try to get a new basketball. That old ball won't stay blowed up. And buy a new basketball.
Well, we may have a basketball. Let me look and see before you go buy a new one.
Okay.
I feel like
I can pump them up. I got the needle to pump them with, I think.
Yeah, I feel like we have one.
I used to keep a needle up there. I guess it's still there. I don't know. Then we got that cornhole thing,
Yeah.
We got that out there.
Where'd you get a cornhole from?
It's hers.
Oh, okay.
It's out there in the barn somewhere.
Yeah.
We got out there playing with that thing one day, me and Wesley, and Bruce was right there. He was doing a deer or something, and me and Wesley would play it, shoot 4. And believe it or not, I threw that thing and boom, went right in the hole. I threw it again, it went in the hole. I threw it again, it went in the hole, and I said, now there ain't no way I'm gonna get 4 in a row, and I declared that.
Did you?
And he was laughing at old Wesley. He said, he's done wiped you down, boy. he got, good Lord, I'll never do that again. 4 in a row.
That's what we, Marvin Cooner came to our house one time and he had too many beers. And he was sitting there telling Timmy and Gerald that he, at Yulee High School in the gym, when he was in high school, stood at the free throw line and made 150 free throws in a row.
Good God.
And we just laughed because we knew he was lying.
Yeah, he was bad about that. He could lie.
Yeah, then he told us that he was the only person other than the Chinese that knew how to tell if an egg was a male or a female chicken. By looking at the egg.
God.
I forget what all, he used to tell all kinds of crap.
Yeah. Well, he got rattlesnake bit twice and a moccasin bit once.
Oh my.
I don't know any of that's true. I think he makes that stuff up in his mind and he thinks it's
He
true.
believes it, yeah.
You know, people that do that, they
Most
were really...
liars do. They believe
You know,
themselves.
I'll tell you what. There's a story that I tell people. I was coming down I-75 with an empty truck. I'd been down to Tampa and unloaded. And I was coming back and I was way down there. Let me see. I was north of Dade City. But in that area, you know. And I looked down the road down there. And there was a big rattlesnake crossing the road. And I mean, you know, he was one like a big 6-footer or more. You know, he was a big one.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and he was crawling to go across the road, and that snake had it timed just right. I didn't even have to move my steering wheel for me to hit him right with the front wheel, you know.
Yeah.
And I hit that son of a gun, and he sounded like a rifle went off. It
Huh.
busted him, you know,
Yeah.
pow, like that. I mean, not a big rifle, but just it busted him like a balloon busted.
Yeah.
And I had my hand on the hand valve for the trailer. Now it's empty, see.
Uh-huh.
And he had crawled just to the right place for me when I hit him with that front wheel, and I waited just a second and popped that valve down and slid them back tandems,
Uh-huh.
and it hit him right in the middle. And he just chewed up. Well, you know, the tandems is probably
wide.
about that wide, you know, but both of them together.
Yeah.
And it just chewed him up, and then the two ends looked like they was about that, you
Wow.
know, and they were just spinning, following me, you know, like that. I looked in my mirror. I mean, I done him in. And I tell people about that around the group, you know, and Joe Lee will jump in there and say, yeah, I was right behind you with the trooper's car, you know, because he was trooper man.
Yeah.
Hell, I wasn't even in his territory. And he believes
He believes that.
he believes that he saw that.
Well, he's heard that story so many times, it feels like he was there.
Yeah. And then another thing that I tell another story with me and Jack, and he'll tell people he was there with us. And me and Jack left and go down to the lake before we had any property down there, you know.
Yeah.
And me and Jack McHenry was camping, you know, down there.
Uh-huh.
And of course we were riding all around. You know that half moon thing when you go around it?
Yeah.
Well, we busted a wheel. Let's see now. We had a 15 horse, I think it was. And we busted a wheel. And so we borrowed one from Jungle Den, you see. And I'll be doggone if Jack didn't hit something or other, I don't know what he hit, and broke it.
Oh, no.
So now we're in a mess. We ain't got no wheel. We got to pay for that one. And we had rode by, and they was on the camp that's in the very back there.
Mm.
And so there was a thing pulled up in the boathouse like that, you know.
Yeah.
And there was a wheel sticking out right there, you know. And it was about that high off the water.
Yeah.
And I knew I could get it, see. So we waited till midnight. And we come by there wide open. You know, I told Jack just to hold it wide open, you know, where nobody could hear me. And I rolled out of that boat and it running wide open. And I didn't have a thing on but a pair of pliers.
Oh no.
I mean, you think about it now. If they'd have caught me, and then I'd have been completely naked, you know. But I eased up there, and I got that wheel off of there, and then I started just going like a gator down, you know, on the edge, and the old hyphens. It's a wonder if moccasin hadn't.
I was going to say it's a wonder.
Yeah, because you know how the water was in the middle like that?
Yeah.
And then the hyphens on
Take
that
up
side.
all the sides,
On the side, and I'm just climbing through them hyphens, walking, and I'd get out there and swim some. I had to hang on to my pliers and my wheel. But anyway, I told Jack to go way on down there and stop, see, and I went all the way down there where he was. And I'll tell that story, and he said, Joe Lee'll swear me down, he was in that boat with us. And he, yeah, I mean, you know, he wasn't nowhere around. It was, me and him went down there, and we stayed 3 or 4 days, you know, camping.
Yeah.
We had a tent. We moved one time. We stayed down there on that place, and it was kind of swampy. And then we moved up on that island down there towards Dexter, up on that island.
Yeah.
Me and him was on that island though, and we caught pretty good many fish. We had plenty of ice, you know, the ice was down and everything. And we was out there cleaning them fish and throwing them guts, you know, and stuff out on in the water, you know.
Yeah.
And man, it was just about getting dark, I remember. And them darn snakes went to coming up there. I'm telling you the truth. They could smell that stuff or something.
Huh.
Man, I ain't never seen so many moccasins in my life. They just come up there, you know, I bet it was 5 or 6 of them coming up there.
Y'all didn't move?
Huh?
Y'all didn't move?
No.
I left.
Well, they more or less stayed right in the water where I was throwing that stuff. They were just laying there waiting for me to throw some more stuff. I never seen that before. Man, they come to that fish guts and all. They're eating that stuff. Yes, sir. Joe Lee, he'll tell you right today that he was in that boat.
Huh.
I know he thinks he was there.
He believes it, yeah.
He done heard me tell it, you know, and he
He's
just got it in his
himself.
mind that he was there. I don't know how he...
What was
He
the
got
name
him
of
some
the...
golf carts, ain't he?
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Double it up. What was the name of the place that we used to go up in Middle Georgia where you go see the country concerts?
The what now?
You go up into Middle Georgia past Waycross and go see some concerts with country stars. Like a big old campground and a warehouse where they have concerts.
Yeah, that was at Douglas, Georgia, where we left y'all one time and went to.
That was fun.
Yeah, yeah. We saw. I don't think the kids was with us. Y'all wasn't with us this time, but we went up there to see Marty Robbins.
Yeah.
Me and Louise and let's see. Me and Louise driving the pickup, and Walter and Aunt Dottie, and they rode with that guy that was working with them over in the mill, over there on them jobs in Fernandina. I can't think of his name right now, but he had bought him one of them first Oldsmobiles that come out with a diesel engine. In fact, it was the same size as the one that bought it for you, remember?
The Pontiac,
Yeah.
yeah.